Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Candy, and today I want to share with you a really useful Blender add-on for designing unique patterns out of any image. And it can do more than just that. Use it for environment designs, floor and wall patterns, prop design, or anything else you can imagine. So stay tuned, hit the thumbs up, and subscribe on your way down to the description where you'll find the link to get Pattern Designer for yourself. Now, let's start the sim. To start, you can either append the Pattern Designer node group into your scene, or open the provided Blender scene. When you first open Pattern Designer's blend file, you'll notice the intuitive setup that it gives you from the start. There are some directions included right on the side of your window, your nodes are ready to be played with, and on the right side of the viewport, your render settings are right there to make saving your creations even easier. Now, let's scoot this node tree over so we can see the main controls. There's a lot here that you can do to change your image pattern, from mirroring to scaling to rotation and tiling shapes and sizes. Use symmetry to mirror your image, create mirrored squares with corners repeat, cross mirror inside of your mirrored square, repeat patterns on diagonals, repeat tiling in honeycombs, triangles, circles, and lines. This is really fun to play around with, even if you're just using the default image. You might even find yourself losing a bit of time as you go back and forth through the settings to create a perfect pattern. One thing I love about this tool is the range of changes available, and how drastically certain parameters affect your tile, while others are gentle adjustments that can be used to really perfect a pattern. You can add your own images too, and it's easy to do. Just clear out the default image and select Open, then find any image you want to use. You can see that the possibilities are really endless, since you can create geometric and round patterns with anything you find laying around your computer. Another really cool feature of this add-on is the animation node, and it couldn't be more simple to use. Just connect the right side of the animation drivers node to a slot on your main settings. Not every setting will give you a worthwhile result, or any result, but you can kind of experiment with the speed and parameters until you're happy with the animation. You'll see that the animations can vary quite a bit, opening up the possibilities for what you can create. While you're designing your pattern, imagine all the use cases for your pattern and get creative with it. When you're ready to export your pattern, come over here to the right side and upscale it, then hit F12 to start your render. Make sure you save it to somewhere you'll be able to find it later. If you want to render a pattern animation, make sure to set frame parameters like frame range and frame rate and the file format you want to export. I usually choose FFmpeg and change the container to QuickTime. Then, hitting Ctrl F12 will start your animation render. Don't forget to specify your render destination so you don't lose your file. Once your pattern is rendered, we can take it to the next segment of the video. Now, when you're in another project, I'm going to use a blank plane to demonstrate. Go into shading, and on a new material, just drag and drop in the render from earlier, then connect it to your principled BSDF shader. You'll see your pattern appear on your mesh. Want it to be a displacement map instead? Add a displacement node, connect your image to it, then connect displacement to displacement on the output. It's so easy. The more experienced you are with shader nodes, the more you'll be able to do with your pattern and your mesh. Ready to study up? Now is the time to really get to know the shader page so you can get the most out of your patterns. You can drag and drop in your animation render as well, and connect it to both the color and displacement for some really cool results. The range of patterns you'll be able to put out with this tool are vast, and you'll love playing around and discovering all the different things you can create. It's so easy, you barely even need a tutorial to make it run. At only $9.50, Pattern Designer is a steal, giving you capabilities with pattern creation that are hard to find elsewhere for even near this price. You can find this add-on through the link we put in our video description, and on your way down, don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to see more content about Blender, Unreal, Adobe Substance, and tools to make your 3D workflow easier and more interesting. What do you want to see us cover next? Let me know down in the comments, and of course, as always, take care of yourself and each other.